the wheel every time. Cruising on the ocean, feel the rhythm and rhyme. Rolling to casinos, bets up in the sky. Sweepstakes winner, luck's on high. Captain Billy J, sailing through the night. Dance and win, flying high like a kite. Captain Billy J, sailing through the night. Dance and win, flying high like a kite. Ports of paradise, where the sea meets the sky. Every destination's a new chance to fly. Spin the globe, life's a game to play. With Captain Billy J, it's always holiday. Captain Billy J, sailing through the night. Dance and win, flying high like a kite. Captain Billy J, sailing through the night. Dance and win, flying high like a kite.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Ahoy there, everyone. Captain Billy J here, and welcome to another edition of Captain Billy J Travels Live. Happy Saturday. Good Saturday to you all. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, your Saturday. My Saturday has not started off the greatest. I'll just tell you real quick. Went to go to Dollar Tree, and I got in the car this morning, and the car would not recognize my key fob. It said key fob not detected. I thought, oh, maybe my battery's dead in my key fob. So I had to figure out how to open up the key fob, look at the battery. I just took it out, put it back in, still didn't detect it. Then I found out that my doors wouldn't unlock in my car. And I'm like, oh no, I have a dead battery. So I had to figure out how to put the car in neutral, which was, I had to watch a YouTube video on that, so thank you, YouTube. And then I had to put it neutral. Then I was able to back the car out of the garage. I'd have my neighbor jumpstart me, took it down to Advanced Auto Parts, found out that the battery is good, which means probably the alternator is not good. She said just to drive it on the highway for 10 miles to see if the battery will charge, or the alternator will charge the battery. Seemed to be working. The alternator seems to be working. So I don't know why I have a dead car battery. There was a software update on my car, which maybe that drained the battery. I'm not sure. Anyways, long story short, the car is working, and I just had a quick lunch, and now I'm here with you guys, spending some time here on a Saturday. We're going to talk about cruising today. We're going to talk about not one cruise, but two cruises I went on, a side-by-side on the Carnival Glory and the Caribbean Princess. So thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. We'll say hello to the chat, and then I'll show some pictures and talk about my two cruises. And did I like the Carnival Glory for the second time? And did I like Princess Cruise Lines? Did I enjoy my time on Princess? We'll talk about that today. Thank you guys for coming in. So very first people that came in was Brittany Anderson, my neighbor from Pensacola. Welcome aboard, Brittany. And the one and only real captain recognizes realness. Then followed that was Ocean to Ocean Travel. That's Bruce and Cindy. They go live on Tuesdays. So check out Ocean to Ocean Travel. He's also a travel agent. So book all your travel with Bruce. And then Eddie came in. Somehow he came in. So welcome aboard, Eddie. Supposedly he has a master key to get in. I'm not sure. But yeah. So anyways, and then so we went back and forth, of course, and he paid crypto for it, I suppose. But so he's a crypt keeper. That's what I call him, Eddie. Eddie the crypt keeper. Crypt keeper. Then Danny D shows up, the spectacular supporter. Welcome in, Danny D, or maybe Danny D. She does not recognize me as a real captain, but she should. But there's a honorary temporary captain in here. That's Scott from Controversial Cruising. Welcome aboard, Scott. I just watched Match Game. I watched the replay because I was busy last night. Funny show. I would have won again. But he had Lovey's Fat Life on there, Michelle, and that other guy, Lovey. Anyways, they were on the show. It was a good time. That's why I watched the replay and I had fun. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Nujuma Brown is here. Welcome aboard, Nujuma. Good to have you here. Also, we have Roxanne is here. Welcome aboard, Roxanne. And let's see. Danny loves the music. Thank you. Thank you, AI, for the introduction song. Nightbot is here. If you are a creator, put in the chat hashtag creator. Nightbot will drop in a link to your channel and check out any channels that you see that you haven't seen before. Danny wants to support my buddy Billy, even though I tease. Yes, you tease me all the time. I don't tease you, but you tease me. Travel with Josiane is here. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. She's been commenting her videos on my Captain Billy J Travels Facebook group. Yeah, no kissing butt here. Anthony Simone here, the moderator is here. Welcome aboard, Anthony. Good to have you here. He sometimes goes live on Saturday nights after Adventures Ahead. So I don't know if he's going live tonight, but he is here. Joe Hupp is here all the way from down under Australia. Welcome aboard. Joe loves Foster's. It's Australian for beer. Yes, Joe loves it very much. Thank you for coming in, Joe. Nick Dowd is here. Welcome aboard, my brother. Greek Club brother Nick is here. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Dewey is here. Welcome aboard, Dewey. Good to have you here as well. Check out Dewey. He does bingo on Wednesdays afternoons. I can't make those shows anymore because I have to go into the office for work. So I miss out on his bingo. But check out his bingo on his bingo channel on Wednesdays. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Hello, hello, hello. Ryan Donahue is here. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Good to have you here as well. Let's see. Everyone's putting in hashtag creator. Nightbot's dropping in links for Joe, for Anthony Simone. Awesome. Dropped in. Let's see. Danny says use Sono music for first time yesterday. Make a song for Big Bro and Sister-in-law. Oh yeah, I use what do I? Oh, UDI. That's what I use for my intro song. I love it. Let's all cruise on over to the light. Yes, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Brittany. And hit it. Smash it. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Awesome. Thank you. All right, cool. So we're going to talk about my cruises. So let me go up and pull up some pictures and we'll get this thing started. So very first thing is Travel Day. So this is back in January. And went on the 16th, I think it was January. Anyways, now normally I drive from Pensacola to Port Canaveral, but this time we decided to fly. So I had free airfare that I won in the sweepstakes on Silver Airways, and Silver Airways is a regional airline that flies mostly in Florida. But they also go to like some of the Caribbean islands as well. So first time on Silver Airways. It's been a long time since I've been on a propeller plane. So our flight didn't leave until at night at like 7:30 at night. And anyways, and you board the back of the plane, and you had to go up some stairs. So you walk up the stairs. Then I had to duck like underneath the door frame of the plane in order to get into the plane. But once we got in the plane, you sit down, starting from the back of the plane all the way to the front. And I was by the propellers, our seats, and it wasn't too bad. It was a nice flight. It's like an hour and a half, and there had plenty of leg room. The seats were nice. So, and actually, I like the flight attendants were good. They don't have any like snacks or drinks you could purchase, but they do give out bottles of water, so that was nice. So I give it a thumbs up to Silver Airways. So if you're ever in Florida, I give a thumbs up to Silver Airways. Joe says, been a while since I dropped in Captain Noy J Line. Meanwhile, I have some good news. I'm cruising with Sean and Alana at the end of next year. That's awesome. I booked my spot on their cruise yesterday. Awesome. I don't even know about their cruise. I got to find out about their cruise, but that's awesome, Joe. Brittany says you will never see a beer in my hand unless it's made by A&W. Yes, A&W does have some good root beer. I agree with that. Joe says that looks like a Dash 8. I have no idea. No, it's not a Dash 8. I think it's an ATR 72600. I think that's what it is. That sounds familiar. Anyway, so that's Silver Airways. So I recommend that. So then we flew to Orlando, and then I took an Uber from Orlando Airport to a nearby hotel. This is called the Sonesta Essential. Used to be a Best Western, but now it's called Sonesta Essential. And it was a nice hotel, just a couple miles from the airport. And there was a gas station across the way. We got in late. So we didn't eat. We were trying to order dinner, but it was too late for some places. We were trying to order pizza. But anyways, I recommend this Sonesta Essential in Orlando. Then the next morning, my cousin, Joel from Colorado, messages me and says, hey, are you awake? I'm like, yeah. He says, oh, I'll see you in like 5 minutes. I'm like, what? So come to find out, he's in Orlando in town for a meeting. And so he surprised me. He came to the hotel and he said hello. So this is my cousin Joel. Now, I'm 6'4". My cousin Joel is like 6'10". So yeah, so he dwarfs me, but it was pretty cool to see my cousin in Orlando, and then he was flying out of the airport that morning too. So pretty cool. All right, so then cruise day. Oh, Carnival. Speaking of cruise day, there's Carnival Cruise Addicts. They were on match game last night. Welcome aboard, Carnival Cruise Addicts. I caught the replay. I wasn't there for the live, but you guys had fun. Sausage. The answer is always sausage. Oh, thank you, Joe, for subscribing to Joseanne. That's good. Yeah, Liz and Chris, good times. All right, cruise day. So, got in an Uber to take from the hotel in Orlando and drove an Uber. It was a nice Uber driver. I can't remember her name, but she was very nice. And she's talking about cruises and stuff. And we were talking about the snow that was about to happen in Pensacola. Darn it, missed that snow completely in Pensacola, Florida. So that's pretty good. All right, so then so took the Uber, got to Terminal 3, and Terminal 3 is a nice terminal. That's where I think the Mardi Gras goes out of. Anyways, they have a captain's lounge. They have a lounge just for me and for Scott. So they have a lounge for us, Scott. Terminal 3, Port Canaveral, Captain's Lounge. So yeah, I spent a little time in the Captain's Lounge because I'm VIP. Yes. So then it was time to board hold on, let me get caught up in the chat here. Everyone's saying hello to the Carnival Cruise Addicts. I heard, says Eddie. Yes. So Scott to the Captain's Lounge just for captains. Captain's Lounge. I'm just heading off. All right. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, so then it's time to board the Carnival Glory. This is the second time about the Carnival Glory. Brittany says, I don't drink any alcohol at all, and I have sensitivity to smell. That's okay. I understand that. Scott drinks plenty of alcohol for both of us, Brittany. All right, so then, so got on the Carnival Glory. It was fine. Embarkation was great. No problems. I did my muster. My partner did not, so we had to deal with that a little later. Anyways, we went to the buffet for lunch. So this is what I had for lunch on the buffet. Pretty good assortment. Yes, mashed potatoes are awesome. Liz or Chris, yes, awesome potatoes on the buffet. Funfetti cheesecake. So, those of you that follow the channel, I'm not a fan of the Funfetti cheesecake. I hated it on Carnival Mardi Gras. Absolutely hated it. I did not want any more. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it another shot. So I got some on the Carnival Glory, and I got 2 slices of it, as you can see. And guess what? I enjoyed both slices of Funfetti cheesecake. I don't know. It's like a night and day difference. Mardi Gras was terrible. Carnival Glory was good. So I enjoyed this Funfetti cheesecake. So I give a thumbs up to the Funfetti cheesecake. And then now this is a 3-day cruise on the Carnival Glory. So things have changed. So like the Fun Aboard, Fun Ashore show that usually happens the next day on a normal length cruise of like 5 days or 7 days, it takes place on embarkation day in the afternoon. So that was quick. There's only one port on this cruise, and that is Nassau. So this was a short Fun Aboard, Fun Ashore show. Normally it goes like an hour, and this one like 40 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. Anyway, so then Fun Ashore, Fun Aboard, and I go for the prizes to try to win a prize, either like a shore excursion or some of the other prizes they gave away. Well, what did you know that I won a dinner for 2 at the steakhouse? So a dinner for 2 at the steakhouse. So I won that from the Fun Aboard, Fun Ashore show. So I had to go ahead and book the steakhouse, which I had not had planned. So we did that. We got that booked, and I got some pictures of that in a little bit. Looks like we've got, Carnival Cruise Access blah to the Funfetti cheesecake. Maybe depends on the ship. Guess we'll have to try again. Yes, you'll have to try it again. I liked it on the Carnival Glory. Cheryl is here. Welcome aboard, Cheryl. She's here cruising with Cheryl and JNS Travel, or yes, all that. They go live every morning, Monday through Friday. So check out their channels along with Eddie. And they're always doing a live show. I try to catch them when I can. I miss out on Wednesdays and Thursdays because I have to go in the office for work. But I catch Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays, and they usually make the top chatters of the week on her channel. And try to win a prize on Fridays. They give away prizes on Fridays. So tune in on Friday mornings for a chance to win a prize. Of course you did, Billy. Yes, I won that steakhouse. Steak. Yes, slathering beef slatherer. Awesome. All right, so one steakhouse. So this is the cabin. Now I just booked an interior cabin. For those that caught my last live show, I just booked this cruise because I'm trying to get platinum status, and I would have been a couple days short. So I had to book a 3-day cruise, which is I booked this one, added it on to my Princess cruise. So that way, in September, when we go to Mexican Riviera and Alaska, then I'll be platinum on that Mexican Riviera cruise. That way, we get laundry. So we're going to need laundry because we're going to be on the West Coast for like 3 weeks. So interior cabin, and this is now the Carnival Glory has had an update since I was last on it, which was 2000. Right after cruising restarted, 2021 maybe, no, 2022, might have been January 2022. Yeah, January 2022, because 3 years ago that I was on the Carnival Glory. They updated the lamps, so now the lamps have USB plugins in it. So that was nice. They're on both lamps, so that was a good upgrade that they have done. They also added the Heroes Tribute bar as well, too. All right. Carnival Cruise Access. By the time you're platinum, they will probably. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. John Heald mentioned about. Oh, check out Carnival Cruise Access. They do a John Heald video as well. All his updates. But yeah, he has mentioned that there's going to be a change, but he didn't know what those were yet, or couldn't announce them yet. So, yeah, the lamps are weird looking, but they got those USB things. So, anyway, so then. I went to the Carnival, the See and Explore, or See and Eat show that they have, where they talk about shopping mostly. And so I went to that show, which I usually do because I want to try to win more prizes. And The Carnival Insider on this cruise was Cole. So there's Cole and his Q&A there. But I won another prize. So not only did I win a steakhouse prize, but I also won this tin from Cherry on Top. And inside the tin were Skittles and gummy bears. So I got a whole tin of rigged. They say rigged. No, it's not rigged. I'm just awesome like that. But so we had a tin of Skittles and gummy bears. The gummy bears are disgusting. Threw those out right away. But were you? Well, there was more than 3. There was probably 25 people maybe at the at this shopping show. There was more at the Fun Ashore Fun Aboard show. It's probably like maybe 50 to 75 people, but there's only like 25 people. So your chances of winning something were pretty decent. Yeah, the gummy bears on Carnival, not good. Skittles were good though. No, there was more than 10. There's like 25 probably. All right. So then so I won that prize. So we ate the Skittles, threw out the gummy bears. I got my first drink on the cruise, which is my favorite drink, which is the Kiss on the Lips. So good. Love mango and the grenadine. And I got my Captain is Always Right t-shirt on. Good times. So I enjoyed the Kiss on the Lips. Taste the Rainbow, says Carnival Cruise Addicts. Daddy D loves Skittles too. That's awesome. All right, so then it was time for sail away on the Carnival Glory. So left beautiful Port Canaveral. So there is the wake of the ship. And then it was time for dinner in the dining room. And I always get the tomato soup. So I had the tomato soup for dinner. And then I had, this is the Emerald's, this is the crawfish. I can't remember the name of it right now. Crawfish something. It was okay. It was good with the sauce, but by itself was not the greatest. But I tried it because I heard other people liked it. And then this is the dish I got. This is some Italian dish, which was pretty good. I can't remember the name of that. And then my favorite, of course, is the Carnival chocolate melting cake, along with ice cream. No peanut butter. No peanut butter. I'm OG. I like it just this way. So let me know what you guys like in the dining room on Carnival. Let me know in the chat. You like the Carnival chocolate melting cake? Do you like? Have you tried this dish? Have you tried the crawfish or the tomato soup? Because those are some of my. Well, tomato soup is my favorite. That one's okay. That one's all right. And then this is my favorite. All right. So again, this is a short cruise. So the next, actually, this is not true. My picture's out of order. This was actually we had Nassau first, and then the Sea Day, but this is the whale tail of the Carnival Glory, and oh yes, creme brulee. Well, stay tuned. You might see creme brulee coming up. I had a Guy's Burger, and this was I think this was in Nassau. I had Guy's Burger and fries. Guy's Burger. I always get the ringer. And that was good. So Guys was good on this cruise. And then what's it? Oh, this was in Nassau. Because then in Nassau I did a tour of the casino while I was closed. So this is the Camel Club Casino on the ship. And now, if you watch my channel, I have done a casino tour already on the Carnival Glory. And in that video, there was like statues here. Egyptian statues. Because of the dry dock, they took them out, so they are no longer there. I kind of miss them because they go with the Camel Club theme, but they did take those out. Carnival Cruise Addicts is a bad name for casino. I always think of something else. I got you on that one. That's a match game humor there. Anyways. So I'll have a casino tour coming out of the casino eventually. I still have to. I just got all my videos downloaded, all my pictures uploaded to my computer. Now I'm just going to start editing videos. I don't have a video for the Saturday Spotlight today, but I should have one for next Saturday. So yeah, but we're in beautiful Nassau now. I did not get off the ship in Nassau because I was already in Nassau back in November, and I checked out the new cruise port area after they remodeled it. So I did a video of that when I was on the Carnival Spirit. But so, and then I was in Nassau for this cruise, but I was going to be in Nassau again for the Princess cruise. So we decided to stay on the ship. But we had a neighbor next door. That's the Carnival Elation, one of my worst ships I've been on. I don't like the Carnival Elation. It's too small for me, too old. But there is the Carnival Elation. And there's the back of the Carnival Elation here in the port of Nassau. And then, so basically, I did like a casino tour. I did a ship tour in Nassau. So I was busy doing all that. So then it was time for dinner in the dining room. I got the corn chowder soup they had. Another person at my table got the strawberry, whatever chilled strawberry dessert, or not dessert, but appetizer. I always get shrimp cocktail. I missed the white sauce that came with it. So I do miss that. And this was the chicken cordon bleu had in the dining room. It was good with the vegetables there. And there is your creme brulee. So yes, I love the creme brulee too, but I also love the Carnival chocolate melting cake. So why not get both? So I had both. So yeah, vanilla, creme brulee, and Carnival melting chocolate cake. Yep, there it is on all its glory. And that was good. All right. And then it was the sea day. And so sea day went to the buffet for lunch. And this is the meal. Again, mashed potatoes are there. Need more ice cream. I did have ice cream. I don't have any pictures of the ice cream, but I did have the soft serve ice cream. Oh, and the Carnival melted chocolate cake, yes. Usually they give you two ice creams with that. Anyway, so that was the buffet. Then I went up. This ship has the old-fashioned barbecue, which is the deck above the buffet. Now, a lot of people don't like it, and I'm one of those people. I don't really care for it. I prefer the pig and anchor barbecue over this stuff. But I wanted to try it. It's been a while. I think the last time I had it was on Carnival Elation, and so I decided to have it. It was okay. It was all right. I mean, it's not the greatest. It's probably better than Lovey's barbecue. Yeah, much better than Lovey's barbecue. But this was all right. Mac and cheese was kind of blah on this one. All right, and then they had desserts. They had this, it was like an apple or something. I can't remember the exact name of it. And then the raspberry lemonade cake thing was all right. That's mac and cheese looks better at barbecue. Yes. I've had much better mac and cheese than that. And then this is the only one towel animal we got because we didn't let them clean the room the day before. And so this is the one and only towel animal. I got elephant laying down or dog laying down. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a dog. And this was the last day of the sea day. And then we went to the steakhouse because I got that free steakhouse dinner. So these are Versace plates that they have here on the table. So that's a nice setup there. Also, with the steakhouse, I did get a free bottle of champagne. So this is the gold champagne bottle that came with it. This was the little appetizer bread option they brought with. That was all right, if I remember. And then everyone gets like a little mini Wagyu burger thing. Yeah, tablecloths on a cruise. Well, not just this cruise, but they're coming up on the Princess one, coming up in a little bit. I haven't seen that since the 90s. Yeah. Been a while on Carnival, but they do have them in the steakhouse. And then they've got the little salad thing. That wasn't mine. And then I got the shrimp cocktail, bigger shrimp there. So can't resist that. And this is the lamb that was had. Not I don't know. This was not my dish, but lamb. And then I got the surf and turf. So I got the filet mignon. I got the lobster tail because we didn't have lobster tail on the formal. Because this was this formal night? No, formal night was the night before, but we didn't go. This went to the buffet. Um, so that was good though. And then baked potato toppings as well too. And then now I don't like this cheesecake. I like the cheesecake part of it, but I don't like the crust of it. But that was had. I didn't have that. I had this chocolate dessert thing, which was interesting. I should have went for the cheesecake instead. Um, but yeah, that was the steakhouse. All right. Yeah, so that completes my Carnival Glory cruise. Again, it was just a 3-day cruise. It was short, but I'm glad we went on it. It was good. The only complaint I have on the Carnival Glory is that we had a cabin, interior cabin, by the atrium, about 3 decks up from the atrium, but it's right by the glass elevators, and you can hear all the way down into the atrium. Our cabin was a little noisy. It was a little noisy. We could hear pretty much everything from the atrium. So I don't recommend that cabin for that. But I will have a cabin tour coming out as well, and I'll talk about it. That I don't recommend that cabin, but because of the noise level. But if you have like earplugs, it might be all right for sleeping and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, that's Carnival Glory. Everything else was great on the Glory. No complaints. I'm glad they did a dry dock. They updated the lamps. They added the Heroes Bar. I'm glad they did some improvement on that. So I do recommend the Carnival Glory. All right, side by side day. So Caribbean Princess, first time on. Was it glorious? Yes, the Carnival Glory was glorious, and it did not have a glory hole either. No glory hole in the Carnival Glory. Anyways, all right. So now it's time for Caribbean Princess. So first time on Caribbean Princess. So this one we had to go from Terminal 3 to Terminal 6. Had to take an Uber ride over there. Embarkation was fine. We got there early because we had to get off the Carnival Glory, and our boarding time was a little bit later. But we just waited for everyone else that was waiting in line. We got the medallions in the mail, so then we got the green lane because we were already good to go. So that was faster that way. So I do recommend that if you're going on Princess, to get those medallions sent to you in the mail, have them with you. That way you get through that green lane fast. And make sure you have all your credit card stuff set up already and stuff like that. Anyway, so then went to the buffet on the Caribbean Princess. So I had a nice juicy wiener there, some other food as well. Now dessert. Now I do love the buffet on Caribbean Princess. It is much better than Carnival's buffet. There are more food options. There's more selections, and I think the quality of the food is a little bit better. No, not a hot dog, not a sausage, but a juicy wiener. Yes. But anyways, I thought the food is much better on Princess. More selection. I fell in love with this blueberry cobbler. This blueberry cobbler was awesome. This brownie, not so much. But is there medallion extra charge? No, medallion comes free with your thing. Now you do have to pay for the shipping for the medallion. It was like $10. Was it $10 for one or two? I think it was $10 for two. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, so then they ship the medallions to you. But that way you have them and they're good to go. But you can buy accessories for the medallion, so you can get like a watch band to put the medallion in, and they have like some other accessories. We just stuck with the lanyard that it came with, and wore that. So, but there are accessories that you pay extra for. All right, so then we checked out the Wheelhouse Bar, and my ship's wheel is right here. So I had to get my picture with the ship's wheel. The captain is at home with the ship's wheel. So it was a good time at the Wheelhouse Bar. And this is the atrium of the Caribbean Princess. A nice little story here. They have the glass elevators on both sides. They got the little sea creatures on here displayed. They have some nice entertainment down below. But this is a nice little atrium area. This is the top part of it. This kind of a weird looking glass light thing in there. And then it was time for the cabins to open. So I got into the cabin. I love the TV in this cabin. Nice and huge. It has on-demand movies. It has live TV. It has, you can play blackjack on the TV. You can check out like the ship's cam. I love this TV. I think they did really well. And they have you can stream Love Boat episodes. So we were watching Love Boat episodes. So, but I do recommend the TV is great. And then this is the medallion. So you can see the medallion here. And this was the lanyard that we had it on. I'm trying to zoom in and it won't let me zoom in on the picture. But that is the medallion with the lanyard. Yeah, and feel free to answer if you have any questions on Carnival Glory or on the Caribbean Princess or on Princess or Carnival. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Because Ryan has asked, is everything on the medallion or do they also give you a card like other cruise lines? Everything is on the medallion. There is no card that you need to use for the cabin, for like the lights. Everything is on the medallion. Now, supposedly, with the medallion on, you can walk up to your cabin and it would automatically unlock the door for you before you got like right next to the door. Our cabin door did not do that. We had to get up to the little screen by your door, put the medallion up there, then it would unlock the door. Yeah, but everything is on the medallion. It's just like a cruise card, but everything is on the medallion. As soon as you walk up to like a bar, it automatically comes up in the computer system and they can see who you are and what like your personality, because you can answer some personality questions and stuff like that. So I really love the medallion on Princess, and I hope that Carnival actually gets it. The Fam Adventures is here. Speaking of match game earlier, they're the winners of match game last night. So congratulations, the Fam Adventures. I saw you win. If I was there, I would have won. But congratulations to you. Hashtag rigged. But anyways, welcome aboard. Awesome. All right, so this is the cabin. Now, this was an ocean view cabin. Now, behind the curtains, there is a porthole, but this was the interior cabin. Now, this was on the back of the ship. This is on the aft. Now, I do have a poll in the chat to let me know what cabin you like to book on a cruise ship. So answer that poll if you haven't yet already. Do you like the front of the ship? Do you like the midship? Do you like the back of the ship? Or do you like it by the Lido? I do not like the aft of the ship. This cabin was in the back. This room was rocking every night, and not because of any adult things. It hit like every wave it was rocking. I mean, I'd be like laying in bed, and then all of a sudden it'd be like going back and forth. I mean, I was just crazy. I mean, I could sleep pretty easily because of that, but it was rocking way too much. And it was every night. Every night we were on this cruise, it was rocking. So I do not recommend this cabin whatsoever. Or like even up in the dining area, it was rocking too. Anywhere in the back of the ship, it seemed to be rocking quite a bit. So I try to maybe book midship if you do get a cabin. But I did not like the ship. Now I did like the location because it was nice because it was right by the pool area, a terrace pool. But I don't recommend this cabin to stay in. Anyways, and they have a nice little closet area here on the left. But I'll have a cabin tour come out for this as well too. Carnival Cruise X is our last cruise was Rocky last time. Also the back. Yeah. So I don't know if it was the ship or if it, I don't think the waves were I mean, there were a little bit of waves, but not enough. I think they need to fix their stabilizer or do something because it was not good. And here's the porthole. So if you look out the porthole of the cabin, we got a nice view of the wake. So that was nice. The location of it was fine, except for the rocking and rolling. But otherwise, it was fine. Yes, you're on time. Awesome, Cheryl. That's amazing. Um, all right. So yeah, and then that was time for Sail Away. So up on Sail Away, they have like a little crew that comes out and dance, kind of like the Fun Squad, but they do their little dance numbers mostly, and then they do the line dances after that. But you can see them up in their little uniforms here. All right, and then it was time for dinner in the dining room. This is the only time we ate in the dining room. We had this garlic prawn appetizer. Yes, good steaks in the steakhouse. Yes, I don't know on Princess. They didn't have steak in the Princess, but this was a salad that was had. This was, I had no idea what this was, but some type of appetizer. This one I did not have, so I don't know even the name of it, but that was had in the dining room. This is what I had. I had the beef pot roast, which was good. Mashed potatoes were good, so I do recommend that. Oh, Cheryl's a little bit behind in the video. That's okay, Cheryl. For your laundry as platinum, yes, gotta have that. Did they play the Love Boat horn? No, this ship does not have the Love Boat horn at all, which is a bummer. They do on like the newer ships, but on the older ships they don't have the Love Boat horn. All right, coming up next, then we had it was like the bananas Foster dessert was had. Oh, Jane and Travels here. John and Nancy, welcome aboard. They are in Florida, snowbirding, heading to the pool. Awesome. Enjoy your pool time, John and Nancy. We're just talking about the Princess cruise here. They have the Grand Casino. It's not the Camel Club, but the Grand Casino here on Princess. I'll have a casino tour on that. Now, I did get cut off from the casino tour. I was filming the casino tour, and then one of the workers said, "Hey, you can't be filming." I'm like, "But the casino's closed. Can't we film it?" And they said no. So I think it's because they were in there at the tables, because I got there just before everybody was supposed to get back on board the ship. So I was not able to finish the casino tour. I went to try to go back, and they always had people on there. So I got like a 3/4 of a casino tour coming out on the Caribbean Princess in a few days. And then if you walk down the hallways of each hallway to your cabin, they have pictures from different places. And so I took this picture. This is Copenhagen, Denmark. Some people would say Copenhagen, Denmark. And half my family is from Denmark. And so I got this picture there. Would like to do a Princess cruise? Yes, go for it. I recommend that you go for a Princess cruise. I don't know if the Caribbean Princess would be good, though. We'll talk about that here in a second. All right. And then the first port of call was Nassau. So again, back in Nassau. This was the breakfast they had. Always get French toast. The French, I actually like Carnival's French toast on the buffet better than Princess. But hash browns are good. The little Danish thing was good. I actually got off the port in Nassau, and so walked to the port area. We walked out of the port area. We walked through the streets of Nassau, checked out different stores. We walked by the Bearded Clam. There's a Bearded Clam. A lot of the YouTubers like to check that out when they're in Nassau. They had some sports flags up there, the SEC and Missouri Tigers. They must have been playing a game or something. I don't know. And then there was back on the ship. There's another Copenhagen, Denmark picture I found in the hallway. So that was cool to see that too. And Nassau was great. Nassau was fine. I've just been to Nassau too many times. A lot of people have been to Nassau too many times. So then it was time for the lunch up back in the buffet. I get mashed potatoes usually on my plates, and amongst other things, try out the fries. They're okay. All right. And then this was a pistachio dessert that they had there. It was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. Then they had at night they had the champagne waterfall, so that was cool. I didn't watch it, but I caught that last part of it, and so they had the glasses there. It's pretty cool. And then it was sea day, so I tried out the pizza on Princess, and I actually like this pizza better than Carnival's pizza, and I actually like it better than Royal Caribbean's pizza. So Princess Pizza gets a thumbs up. They have like 4 different kinds there, kind of by one of the pool areas. So I do recommend the pizza. It's pretty good. This was either lunch, yeah, lunch on the sea day. So more mashed potatoes. My favorite dessert on Princess is now the blueberry cobbler. So blueberry cobbler, chocolate molten cake for Cheryl on Carnival Glory. Yes, Carnival's paper RCCL is DiGiorno's. Yes, I agree, Eddie. I think Princess is a little bit better quality pizza though. All right, and then they had Deal or No Deal. Now this is odd because usually in Carnival Glory they have Deal or No Deal at night. They had Deal or No Deal during the day of the sea day. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Cheryl's she's behind, but she's gonna try the tomato soup. Go ahead and Cheryl, try that tomato soup. But anyways, they had Deal or No Deal. I always participate. I always buy like 3 cards. They actually had a digital Deal or No Deal too. You could buy extra, but I missed that part. But I did not get selected to go on Deal or No Deal on this cruise. But I did win on my Deal or No Deal cards. I won $50 fun play in the casino, and I won a scratch card, $5 scratch card from Deal or No Deal. So I actually came out ahead on Deal or No Deal. I also participated in the slot tournament on the cruise. First time I've done that before, but I did not advance past the first round. I didn't score high enough, so I only got to play it 1 time. So, but it was all right. Yeah, Carnival is not pizza. Cruise Addict says, I like Carnival pizza, Eddie, even crap. Now, you know what? Carnival pizza is okay, but what's worse is that late night buffet pizza on Carnival. No. They say it's Chicago style. No, not good. That is not good. Pizza Pirate is better than that late night buffet pizza. Yuck. Carnival's undercooked due with sauce, Eddie. Oh yeah, that pizza sucks. Late night buffet pizza. Yeah, terrible, terrible. All right. So then I think this was dinner. Um, as you can tell, we spent a lot of time at the buffet. We didn't want to deal with the dining stuff, so we didn't go to any. We didn't pay for any specialty restaurants, so you won't see any specialty restaurants unless I'm a frugal captain. So you're going to see a lot of cheap, free stuff on these cruise vlogs that come out. But we ate at the buffet most of the time. Celebrity's better. Yeah, I haven't been on Celebrity yet, so I'll try their pizza. The fam says, okay, buffet pizza, late night, not so much. Scott says, late night pizza Carnival is like middle school through up. Lunch ladies, hey, I actually like the school pizza. I was a fan of the school pizza, so it wasn't that bad, but bad pizza is better than pizza inland. No, I like pizza on land better, actually. Margaritaville at sea is better than all 3. Oh, awesome. I want to try Margaritaville at sea. I saw that pie. All right, San Juan, Eddie's favorite port, I believe. School pizza is good in Iowa. Yes, it is. School pizza, Iowa pizza. San Juan, my favorite port. I got up early enough to see us sailing in to San Juan, so you'll see some videos of that in my vlogs. And it was a beautiful day. No rain, no nothing, blue skies, clouds. It was just an awesome day in San Juan. So there I am with the fort in the background there. We had a couple of ships in port with us. We had, I believe that's a Holland America ship. And then we had the Carnival Firenze, or not Firenze, Carnival Venezia. Carnival Venezia. Sorry, wrong. They're both Italian cruise ships, but this is Carnival Venezia. But I'm going on the Carnival Firenze in September. That's where I got confused. Buc-ee's, yeah, Buc-ee's is good too. Even though you pay for it, I don't care. Best pizza at sea, $8.99. Well, yeah, I don't pay for pizza, so. But you can pay for pizza. I'm not. And then we had breakfast in the buffet before we went out to San Juan. They had raspberry pancakes. They had this monkey breads thing there. It was good. They had eggs that don't cost any extra. Sausage, hash browns, bacon. You could ask for crispy bacon if you wanted to. Too. Then we got off into Puerto Rico. So walking out of the port area, there's the I Love Puerto Rico sign there. I'm going to get through these pictures a little faster. We've got 9 minutes left. I might go a little bit overboard on the time. This is the fountain. We walked off the ship, that pink house that they have. I can't remember, the La Casita, I think it's what it's called. Came up to the fountain. I saw this fountain a few years ago, but pretty cool fountain. Oh, United plays the 5. Well, you may have to miss the first few minutes of it. I'm going to go maybe a little bit longer. And then here's some more pictures of San Juan from the shore. They had the Puerto Rican flag, American flag. They had some other flag there, and these lamps are pretty cool. Here's a picture of me of one of the turrets thing that they have in San Juan. I think that's the name of it, or I can't remember the name of those, what they're called. But it's pretty cool. I'm wearing my San Juan t-shirt too. We decided to check out the cat crossing, or the cat Savigado. So we checked out the cats, and so you can see some of the cats there. We went over there and pet them, and we gave them some treats and fed them. So that was cool to hang out with the gatos in San Juan. There's a nice, cute one. Now, this makes me a little sad because when we got back from our cruises, our Siamese cat, Chloe, was not doing well. Unfortunately, we had to put her down. Or actually, she didn't put her down. She actually died. She went to sleep. And so, yeah, it makes me a little sad seeing these cat pictures and thinking of her. But anyways, so we checked out the fort. We didn't go inside the fort, but went out on the outside of the fort area. This is San Juan National Historic Site. So there I am with that. There's one of the streets in old San Juan, looking down. Pretty cool. Garitas, says Eddie. And then we walked back towards the ship. We stopped at Walgreens and CVS and stuff like that. Actually, not CVS anymore. It's something else. But we went Walgreens too. This is the front of the Caribbean Princess. This is right by the port area here. And then I was back on the ship. We had some, this was lunch or dinner, I can't remember, in the buffet area. More mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah, that was dinner. And then I went to one show. It was the Bravo, which is ballroom dancing and musicals combined. There were some interesting problems with this Bravo show. I couldn't take any videos and stuff, and copyright stuff, but they had some technical issues. Like during part of the song, they stopped, the curtain came down, it stayed down for a few minutes, then they came back up, they were replaying the scene, but then they stopped, curtain came back down, the cruise director came on, said they were having some difficulties, but they were going to restart, and they eventually restarted, and they got all the way to the end, and then they had a medical emergency during the show, and they had to get a hold of someone in the show. I'm part of the medical team. And so they kept the music off, but the dancers kept performing like they were lip syncing to the song and stuff like that. And then after a couple minutes later, the music came right back up and they were right back on pace. So it was a very interesting show. And then I found out that I was sitting next to the captain of the ship. So I got to the show like 5 minutes before the show started. There were no seats available except like the first row or two. So I sat down the front row towards the side, and then there was a seat in between. But then between that, there was a woman there, and then sitting next to the woman was the captain of the ship. So it was the captain and his wife were at the show. So I had no idea, and the cruise director was talking about the captain at the end of the show. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Sitting in the front row with the captain, two captains sitting together. So yeah, this was Bravo Regal Celebration. That was the poster for that. All right, and then the last port of call, Grand Turk. I've been to Grand Turk before. This is my second time there. Had the buffet for lunch, so mashed potatoes again. Love mashed potatoes and other desserts as well. Did he let you drive? No, the only ship wheel he let me drive was in the wheelhouse bar. You saw the picture of that with me at the ship's wheel. But that was the only one he would let me touch. Yeah, Danny D says, wow, crazy about the captain thing. Cool. All right. We ordered custom medallions too. Awesome, Cheryl. That's awesome. All right. So then this was Grand Turk. I got a picture with the Princess logo. I did a ship tour as well. Then I went off the ship. This is the Caribbean Princess. I love this. Got that photo op there. Not two, but two. Gotcha, Cheryl. All right. And this is a view of Grand Turk. Beautiful water there. Beautiful beach. So there's Grand Turk. I'm wearing my Groove for St. Jude t-shirts, captain's hat. I got my lanyard on with my medallion. Beautiful Grand Turk. There's a great shot of the ship from the beach area. It was, again, a beautiful day in Grand Turk. Couldn't ask for better weather. So I got a couple pictures on the beach. I was on the pier there with the ship in the background. They had a beached whale. They have a beached whale bar there, or a restaurant there in Grand Turk. And so I got a picture with the beached whale. Cheryl's going to Majestic Princess. Yeah. I don't know if that's the same class as the Caribbean Princess, but cool. All right. And then also Grand Turk, they had Margaritaville. So Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, Grand Turk. So I got my picture with the sign out front there. And then their parrot or toucan thing there. This is the pool area. It's a free pool. You just got to pay for drinks and food and stuff. They have cabanas you can rent out. I actually knew a couple that had rented a cabana, so I stopped at their cabana, talked with them for a little while. They're originally from Iowa, so it's cool to talk with them. Yeah, that was the Margaritaville pool. This is a shot from Grand Turk, looking out at the ship. So I thought that was a great shot there. And then back on the ship, there's your bratwurst or sausage right there. Mashed potatoes again. Every single meal I had mashed potatoes. So the buffet was good. Then it was a sea day. And this was technically the last day of the cruise. So they gave us little chocolates. They were chocolates were So I don't recommend the chocolates, but they gave those to us. This was our view from the back of the ship by the terrace pool as we were walking or leaving, heading back to Port Canaveral, but got that great view of the wake. They also had the chocolate extravaganza and cake thing on the ship on the last day. So they had some nice desserts there. So I got the strawberry, like a shortcake kind of dessert, or no, cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake dessert, and then like a chocolate kind of a dessert. So I like these strawberry cheesecake. It was pretty good. Then it was debarkation day. So yeah, so left the Caribbean Princess, got back to Port Canaveral. had to take an Uber. We were going to meet up with John and Nancy for Jane and Travels, but unfortunately, they did not have a condo in time, and they've just been going around different places. So we were not able to meet up with John and Nancy. If they had a condo, we were going to meet up with them and maybe spend the day with them. But unfortunately, they were busy doing other things. So we just went to the airport. So we took an Uber back to the airport, and we waited at the airport for quite a while. But we had to go back on Silver Airways. So this is departing to Pensacola at 6:20 at night. There's Jeremy and Cheryl, Cruise Adventures. Welcome aboard, Jeremy and Cheryl. Cheryl's here. Now we have Jeremy and Cheryl, Cruise Adventures. Awesome. So Silver Airways. And again, Silver Airways was good. A small regional airline, but they were great. And there we are flying back on Silver Airways. Awesome. All right. Well, that's the end of my pictures, and we're at the top of the hour too. So that's great timing by me. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Now, Caribbean Princess. Let's talk about that real quick. I don't think I would want to go on it again. It is a little outdated. She is an old girl, and she just got a dry dock done last year in 2024. But they didn't like update like the lamps. They don't have any USB plugins. They still have just one plugin at Princess, so they should have updated those. As an older crowd on Princess, I just felt as an older crowd, I needed a little more younger, lively crowd. There's less kids on it, which was nice, but it just seemed kind of like too old for me. So because of that, and because it hasn't been really updated that it should be, I mean, they can fix some of the interior stuff, make it more modern, maybe. It seems really old. And also, my cabin location was terrible with the rocking and rolling of the waves. So I don't recommend the Caribbean Princess on all of that. The service was great. The food was better than Carnival, but that's my take on it. Now, will I go on Princess again? Yes, but it's got to be a newer ship. It can't be one of these old ships. They're not for me. I like Carnival's older ships, but Caribbean Princess, I do not. So I'm going to have to. I think Carnival does a better job updating their ships than Princess has with this one. So I will go on Princess, but it has to be in one of the newer ships for sure. But I did enjoy it. My time on Princess, it was good. The sad thing, again, we lost my Siamese cat, Chloe, when I came back. So that was terrible. I didn't go live last Saturday because I was not feeling up to it. I finally have gotten over that as much as I can in order for me to do a live show today. That's why I want to go live and talk to you guys about those cruises. I will be working on vlogs. You'll be seeing some vlogs from both of these cruises. I'll have cabin tours. I'll have ship tours. I'll have daily vlogs as well. So keep your eye. Probably next Saturday Spotlight, I'll have a show for that, or a video for that. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up button. Would appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're gone a little bit late, but hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. So I got my football here. I'm ready for Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to be doing lots of sweepstakes for the Super Bowl tomorrow. So I'm going to be busy with my sweepstakes friends doing all that. I'll be watching the game. I'll be watching the commercials. I got a $15 Wingstop gift card, so I'll be having some wings for Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to enter some sweeps. I still got to enter my sweeps for today. I got more tomorrow. I got to enter a lot more to enter tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Danny D. Great stream. Have a good night, Najuma. Brittany says, great show. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Again, I probably won't do a live for a while. Next live will probably be actually for Helen, Georgia, which comes up in a month. So March 7th and the 9th, I will be in Helen, Georgia. So probably the weekend before, I might do a live show talking about Helen, Georgia. And then I'll do a live show after Helen, talk about the trip there. That'll probably be my next live. And this is the 75th time I've gone live, so that's a milestone, I guess. But anyways, I hope you guys are joining me. Good night, Anthony. Just listening in. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Again, hit the thumbs up button. Would appreciate it very much. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Share this out if you'd like to. Roxanne says, send me the link for sweeps for tomorrow. I can send you a link to some sweeps for Super Bowl. I can do that. I'll try to remember to do that. Oh, hello, Will G. Welcome aboard, Will G. We're just leaving the show. Make sure you catch the replay. Anybody that is watching the replay, thank you guys for sticking around watching the replay. Oh, the poll. I got to answer the poll. Let me close out the poll. Let me do that real quick before we end and see where we're at in the poll. I always forget to close out the poll. But let me go ahead and close that out. Give me a second here. Let me pull up my video here. Hold on, I've got to mute my audio. Okay, audio's there. All right, poll is ending. So it looks like we have 72% prefer middle of the ship, midship. So that's usually where I pick my cabin is midship. Back of the cabin or back of the ship is 22%. Front of the ship is 5%, and nobody picks the cabin by the Lido. 18 votes. So thank you guys for answering the poll thing as well. So that's interesting to know. But yeah, you guys pick where I usually pick. I usually pick the front to midship. I did not pick the back aft cabin. That was picked for me. So I did not have any choice in that. I tried to do an upgrade to a balcony, but they didn't accept my upgrade for the balcony. So anyways, that's all I got on the Caribbean Princess and the Carnival Glory. Thank you guys for coming in, and we'll see you next time. All right. Bye, everyone.